Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Anthony John Agnello, Senior Social Editor at GamesRadar.com, and we are at Eidos Montreal. And right now, we are with the brain of Eidos Montreal, Mr. David Anfossi, the studio head here. David, you run an interesting ship here. This place has grown dramatically. With Mankind Divided now, you are looking at a studio of 500 people, which is very, very different from, you know, what Stefan started back in 2007 with 2 people. How has the creative process here changed since Human Revolution?
Yeah, a very good question. Yeah, we are 500 people here now. The big difference with the beginning is that the first mandate for us was to deliver a game. And it was Deus Ex, Human Revolution. So the focus was around that mandate. Now it's totally different. We proved that we can deliver a quality game. Now we decided from that point, you know, to grow up and work on different projects in parallel. That's the big difference for the situation at the moment. Yeah.
So I was talking with a number of your team yesterday, Mary Demarle and Patrick Fortier, and both of them were talking about something that you touched on when you were giving us our studio tour yesterday. You were talking about how the studio is arranged in a way that everybody from every team can be directly engaging with each other. Mary and Patrick were describing how their work process is very, very dependent on trust, that everybody else can do what they do. And it creates this sort of very, very potent chemistry in the team. And that's not an easy thing to foster. That's not an easy thing to actually build a studio around. How do you make sure that, you know, the sort of business think of needing to segment everybody off and keep everything super efficient, how do you maintain that kind of atmosphere?
So you want me to reveal some secret here?
I do.
I can't. Sorry. No, it's very simple. It's all about people. Honestly, it could be cliche, but it's all about that. All the directors I hired at the beginning in 2007, they are still here. We are still working together. And we built the teams around these guys. So they are the core of everything. So now it's about, now it's 8 years, you know, and we built that trust relationship. The way we work is it's just simple. It's just all around the directors. And we complement each other, you know, which is because we have very strong personalities. So usually it's fights, constructive fights. But, you know, we challenge our decisions, our vision, and everything, and at the end we deliver something we are comfortable with, and we are able to share that with the team, and the team trusts us. So that's simple. It's all around based on the people here.
I'm interested in when there is that constructive fight, when there's that battle between people who like, you're wrong, I'm right, this is the way we should do it, and then everybody hashes it out.
Just the opposite of that. No, the way we work is that we it's all about the content. Sorry, it's not about you're wrong or I'm right and I know what I do, you don't know what you do, and blah blah blah. It's all about, okay, now we are talking about the fight system. Now discuss around that, and it's all about the deliverable, not the people. Ideas or you know, point of view or whatever. It's all about convince the other guys around the table that you have the good idea for the fight system, not about judging these guys or this guy. So the way we work is that today we talk about the fight system. This is the vision, the direction we want, and after that we have a debate around that. Do we respect the franchise pillars? This is what the gamers want to play. You know what I mean? And it's all around the deliverable, not the people.
How has that process changed between Human Revolution and Mankind Divided, though. You said you guys have proven yourself, and you're no longer dealing with, now you have your own past to live up to. You're not dealing with, the sort of history of a series that was very, very old and had, fans that maybe looked at it with rose-colored glasses. So has your process changed at all? Has that sort of give and take and saying, these are the pillars we need to focus on and we can't get tied up in our personal passions?
No, we are very respectful of the franchise. So the pillars did not change from HR to Mankind Divided, for sure. We did not change our way to work. The big difference is that we learned a lot of things from Human Revolution. We did a very exhaustive post-mortem here, North America, Europe, Asia, to receive this feedback, what we can improve, what is strong, and everything. And we did not change our way to work, but with that learning, we adjusted a lot of things for Mankind Divided. That's the big difference.
So in all of this post-mortem process, what did you look at in Human Revolution and say, wow, we were way off base here. This didn't work. We were convinced it would work, but it didn't.
Nothing. It was perfect. No?
Just straight out the gate.
Yeah. No. We are perfectionists, so we have a very long list of things we wanted to improve. But first one, an easy one, is the boss fight. Sorry. Yeah, I was searching my word, but boss fight is an easy one. We did a lot of compromise in Human Revolution for the boss fights. They were not respecting the pillars of the franchise, in the sense that what we sold to the gamers that you can play the way you want to play the game. So, and it was not true for the boss fights. So we changed that through a missing link, the DLC, and the director's cut, and now it's true for Mankind Divided, for example.
Is that a weird process? Obviously things were different when Human Revolution came out, and you had a situation where we need to get this game out on time, and so the boss fights were taken care of by somebody else. It was a necessary evil. Yeah. But again, you guys had the opportunity to fix it. But one of my favorite quotes of all time is Gabriel Garcia Marquez says, never look at something you've made when it's done, because you'll go insane. Yeah. And, how are you making sure that when you guys put Mankind Divided out in February, that you're not going to have that moment, you're like, oh no, it's unfinished, we need to go back, there needs to be, we need Missing Link DLC, we need Mankind Divided, director's cut right away. How are you sort of preventing that this time?
We have the way we work is that when the game is ready to be played, usually we ask gamers to come here and play the game. So it's not about to change the direction of the game or the pillars or the foundation of it. It's more about to tweak the game and ensure that we receive an external feedback. Because, we are working on that for years, and blah blah blah, and after that maybe you lose a bit you don't have enough how you say that in English, I'm sorry, but you're not enough external to the product to appreciate it, So having this feedback from the consumers, from the gamers, allow us to tweak, to adapt the control mapping, for example, to adapt the UI. Is it readable enough? Is it clear enough? And everything, that kind of stuff. And for HR, we did maybe, I think it's 15 playtests. For Mankind Divided, it's more than 30.
Wow.
That gives you a sense of how we take care of the feedback from gamers to ensure that the game will please them, will deliver a good player fantasy.
You actually have here in the building Square Enix QA testers. Yeah. And they're sitting right next to the development team. Everybody is right there. Is that different than when Eidos Montreal was first opened? Did you guys have a QA department right in the building that was that substantial?
Yeah, we asked for that. We changed a lot of things within Square Enix. It was Eidos at this moment. but we changed a lot of things. A good example is that the QA department, close to the development team, marketing department, close to the development team to understand the product, be part of the development. Playtest also, it was totally new for Eidos at this moment. So we have our own internal playtest room here to just allow the dev team to appreciate the playtest live and receive the feedback live. So we change a lot of things.
You know, what you're describing is a setup that is not uncommon at a smaller developer. But if you are a studio working with one of the biggest publishers in the world, having all of those things in-house, having this sort of, you know, this chemistry between everybody at the exact same time is very, very rare. Yeah. Why is it rare?
I cannot answer for the other studios. I don't know how they work and everything, but I am a control freak.
That's
all about that, sorry.
That's a perfect answer. Everybody, David Anfossi is a control freak, and his control freak game, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, which is remarkably about being a control freak. That's something I like about Deus Ex. You're actually always sitting there trying to figure out, how am I going to build my body? That'll be out in February of 2016. David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pretty great video, right? If you want to check out the rest of our YouTube video, click this link right over here. And if you want to read some words, click this link right here.